All right. So I'm going to try a different streaming platform this time and see if I can get this one to work properly. Had a little bit of technical difficulty with the one I was using earlier. So hope this one is working out. I'm going to give everybody a few moments to get in here. This was not a really a planned live. This was kind of just something I thought I'd do today. And my other software that I've used in the past has normally worked really well. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Um, just a little bit of technical difficulty. Not sure what it was. But anyway, hope everyone's having a great evening. I'm going to go ahead and discuss a few things on here as we wait for some viewers to arrive. And since this will be recorded anyway. Uh, Yeah. So the whole idea behind the videos today was announcing what's going to be happening with Huffoto in 2023. So we're going through and changing a lot of things up. Uh, of course, I'm still going to be doing portrait work here in the studio. We'll still be doing some cosplay work and all that kind of stuff. It's just a little bit of shifted focus for 2023. We did decide to actually bring back weddings after taking a break for, I guess, 3 years as of this month. I think it was exactly 3 years. So 2019 was the last time we actually shot weddings. Hey, Chuck, how's it going? If you actually go live tonight, Chuck, I'd love to jump in. I know there's a lot of information that came out today. Tons of stuff coming out with Nikon and Sony and everything. So lots of interesting stuff. Thank you so much. It's a lot of it's a wreck right now. I had to shoot this afternoon, but I thought I'd just at least throw up the blue LED light to make the studio look nice. But so what we're going to be doing is we're actually bringing back Huffoto weddings for 2023. We're really excited about this. I've sat down and we've interviewed some people. So we've got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes for getting this started. We're going to be really okay. Awesome. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, that'll be great. Looking forward to that. I always enjoy the live streams. You guys check out AP Studios here on YouTube. Fantastic information on gear and overall photography and everything else. Lots of great conversations and great community. But what we're looking at now with bringing back weddings, like I said, we interviewed some people and we've got a lot of things going on in the background. Also, we've got gear coming in. I finally broke down and ordered a backup camera, lenses, and all that stuff. So I'm excited to get that stuff in and get working with new equipment. So when we go to actually doing the okay. Some live stream host training by changing the time. Yeah, okay. You know what, Chuck? I've never actually used this. Oh, cool. How about there we go. I just figured out how to show comments on the screen. That's awesome. I love it. Um yeah, I know my glasses are so reflective. I didn't realize that was going to be like a crazy issue with how I moved my computer away from my desktop today. But what we're going to be doing now is a lot like what we did in the previous 14 years, was shifting more towards weddings. So uh, probably less of the Comic-Con conventions and a lot less of what we were doing in that space. However, still want to keep that because the Comic-Cons of the cosplay photography is super, super fun. And the equipment we're getting in that's going to be used for weddings is just going to make our cosplay photography even better. Broke down, got some new lights coming in as well as new cameras and lenses. So I'm very excited about all this. Yeah, yeah. This is our merch. I ordered one in the other day to actually see what it looked like. I'll have to, when we're on the stream on your channel tomorrow, Chuck, I'll go through and show you guys how I actually get these done. There's a company here online that you can get these made through that you can order samples for yourself, but you can set up a store on your YouTube channel and stuff, and sell things that don't actually cost you anything. They're made on demand. Super cool. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to come on for a moment and talk about what's going on with the weddings and everything, because I'm really excited to go back down this path again and see, what all we can create. Uh, Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I've shifted away from my desk. I'm usually just sitting with the desk and I've got the wall behind me. And tonight I thought, "Nah, I'm going to move things around and see uh, if I can change things up." Because eventually, too, another thing we're going to work on in 2023 is going to be live workshops. So I'm super excited about that. I'm hoping to get to do some locally. I'm hoping to get to do some in Memphis. And I'm also hoping to get to do some right here live on YouTube and on TikTok and on Facebook, to where folks can actually give us questions live. And while we're working in the studio, we'll have multiple cameras so we can actually answer questions, feed in the screen from while we're editing, and give everybody sort of a behind the scenes look at what happens in the studio. So I'm really, really looking forward to that as well. And I'm looking forward to getting back to some form of normality. The last 3 years have been, uh, well, yeah, 2 years, I guess. It feels like 3 years. Maybe it's been three now. I don't know. Whatever. The last however many years has been insane, and I'm ready to get back to what once was. Yeah, it is so easy to get distracted, and especially when it's me, because it's not hard for me to get distracted at all. If a thought pops into my head, it's pretty bad, because I'll just go right down that rabbit hole. Um, I hope I didn't make Vahagan mad at me today on Vahography, because I think I was commenting on his video. I know that and Chuck, you can attest to this. Nikon and the Crickets, as new cameras seem to roll out from other companies, it actually made me start thinking back to before I was a photographer, years and years and years ago, with Canon and Canon's ability to market. And I remember the Rebel system, the Canon Rebel system, and I believe it's Andre Agassi that they used to do all their video marketing and stuff with that on television. And they were constantly running TV spots. And those ads really weren't about photography or tennis or anything. They just looked really cool and made you want to buy a camera. And that's something, Chuck, I'm hoping we can talk about on your channel some tomorrow, in amongst everything else with all the new firmware updates and cameras and everything else. Um, I figured you might have something to say about it seems like Nikon now is manufacturing cricket noises more than cameras. As Vahagan was mentioning today on his channel, but it just really, to me, the one thing that Nikon has never done is let me down. So oh yeah, there was a huge what firmware update. That was a huge Z9 firmware update with 3.0 that just came out with like 20 enhancements to the camera. Huge firmware update. I love the ability now that it has where you can actually trace out your own customized box for autofocus tracking. Uh, that's yeah, just, and that's my point right there, Chuck. That's a perfect point right there. I'm going to put that up on the screen there. When I think back to the 80s and I guess maybe early 90s, when Canon was doing the television advertising for cameras, they weren't focused on the professionals at all. Those Rebel camera systems were for whoever wanted to buy a camera to shoot whatever, but they did it in a way that marketed, um, you know, it made everything look super cool. It made you want that camera just because of what they were shooting. Uh, and it wasn't even, I don't even remember them showing photos. I remember them showing the camera, and I remember there being a lot of action and stuff. Of course, tennis was really big back then. Um, Andre Agassi and stuff like that. And those are just burned into my brain because I imagine they just played over and over again. But that's what I think Nikon is really failing at is reaching out to all the other like say here, Chuck, 90%, all the consumers. Like I've always said, soccer moms need cameras too, right? And the amateurs are the ones that are not worried about. I mean, they're worried about the cost, but they're not as worried as someone say like me. Like I'm sitting down, I'm going, okay, I need this to perform X amount of years because it costs X amount of money, and I need it to do this and do that. You know, it's a little bit different because I'm always buying things from the point of an entrepreneur versus the point of I just love photography. And in a way that's kind of, it kind of sucks because I would love to just be able to be like, hey, I'm just going to get this camera just to go shoot this, that, and the other. But I have this problem where I can't have hobbies. I turn them into jobs. So the last thing I did that with was in June of 2017. I learned to play Magic the Gathering with my kids, and by August this place was a game store, and this place was a game store for 5 years as it took over my entire photography studio. What was a scout project became a full-blown business for 5 years. We finally shut that down during COVID, and the kids decided they liked going to the other game stores. They're like, hey, Dad, do you know that you can have a hobby and it not be a job? And I was like, I don't know how to do that. So if everybody's done playing games, get out. I'm bringing the photography back. That being said, though, I mean, I look at it this way. I got paid for 5 years to play games with my kids. Who gets to do that? And we had a really good run. It was a blast, but I'm super ready to get back to what I'm passionate about, and that is photography. Especially with the weddings. I remember we had a lot of great years with weddings and brides and grooms. And, I still, as a matter of fact, I had a bride reach out to me last week wanting to know, excuse me, if she could actually purchase some more photographs from her wedding for 2013. And I was like, absolutely, because we keep everything backed up on multiple backups, which I'm hoping to learn about also at AP Studio streams on YouTube. Well, the Mozman will be teaching us hopefully about our backups and stuff. And folks, if you've not gone to AP Studios and you find this video, I'm actually going to go back and edit the description for this video later and drop some links in there to Chuck's channel so you can go back and find some amazing talks that we've all had about gear and passion and photography and photo reviews and just you name it, we talk about it. It's fantastic, and we cut up and have a great time. It's a wonderful community, and I'm just so fortunate to be a part of it. But anyway, I wanted to jump on here. The last video I posted had some problems, some issues. The stream cut out to YouTube, and I didn't know it. And the full video went to Facebook, but not here. So I was like, okay, we'll try a different avenue. So I'm trying StreamYard for the first time, and hope it looks and sounds good because I have no way of really monitoring this audio. So, which usually I'm very used to this microphone. It's not let me down, but moving things around may have affected some of the stuff. Yeah, some of. You know what? That's right. I mean, that's true, Chuck. Some of the talks we do get off subject or whatever, but we have a ball. I mean, we really do. We have a blast. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I was hoping everything was showing up okay. I threw a diffuser over this LED panel because it was so bright, but now we got to figure out how to stop my glasses from. Maybe this is why Vahagan wears sunglasses, because normal glasses just reflect everything. Oh man. But I'm going to get out of here and get some more work done and get some more editing fixed up for tomorrow. And looking forward to the stream tomorrow, Chuck. I appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me tonight. Glad you got back safe. And everybody, super excited for 2023. workshops, live workshops, on location workshops, weddings, the whole 9 yards. 2023 shaping up to be really awesome. I'm super excited about it. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for joining me.